The Great Collapse. Why S&P 500 will drop below 2,400 within 2 weeks. Bold headline to grab your attention. Some generic garbage about well-known investment theories over multiple decades. How are they relevant to a 2-week Hail Mary prediction? They're not, but it gives the illusion I know what I'm talking about. 2. Technical analysis. Generic fortune-telling garbage such as support and resistance that makes believing in astrology look reasonable by comparison. Number above where we are is resistance. Number below where we are is support. Doesn't matter if we collapse through support like it's nothing or break through resistance like it's nothing. There is nothing that will prove the generic statements about support and resistance wrong. Also, I drew some fancy lines that shows this is indeed a bull trap. 3. Some other useless garbage about other markets. Mention commodities, including precious metals, perhaps treasuries to make oneself seem knowledgeable. More thoughts on what could happen versus what will really happen. The rally from below 2,200 to present levels was perfectly predictable if you looked at fundamentals and technicals. No freaking way I'll say anything of the sort before the fact, but I'm pretending to be a timeless sage in hindsight. These are interesting levels that I'm keeping an eye on. 2,500, 2,700, 2,950. What does it mean and what tradable insight are to be gained from these numbers? LOL frick if I know. Also, there is a possibility of a rally to 2,880, but I'm looking for an initial fall to 2,760 this week, perhaps maybe. I'd like to post a comment that contradicts you as a way to show my superior insight into the opaque and inscrutable workings of the marketplace. This shall gain me ascribed powers of divine prophecy, and men shall view me as endowed with foresight and a large dog. You're obviously retarded and your analysis is bad. My analysis is much better. Follow my lead. OP is wrong. Damn, this guy must have a humongous peanuts. I do. Huge, tremendous peanuts. Believe me, I take no responsibility at all. Is it like nice looking peanuts? Or some anomaly that you only see in medical books? It's literally like a baby's arm. Fingers and all. Better DD than most, especially the Tay. Solid Tay. Perhaps maybe. OP just got hired by Seeking Alpha as editor-in-chief. Congrats OP. Really excellent work. Plot twist. OP is the editor-in-chief. Easiest job in the world right now. You can write whatever and you'll be correct at some point in the next 90 days. SPY to $700 confirmed. My Fibonacci retardment is saying $690. Looking at a chart of SPY, I am seeing a stochastic indicator that tells me OP is going to get banned. IV. An extra long paragraph. Filled with words nobody understands. Big quantity equals quality and legitimacy, so orem ipsum $IV crush sit amat. T stet simul intel gamma us. Aperari moderatius no quo. Delta in vel nostro delorum. Eaec viris muniris state. Conqualisc mel eu. Veritantis predesset sedi s hut ludus integer. Nec alihustoin. T mel modo periculus intelligibet. Veniam laptitum democritum maiae. Latin impedit probatus no has. Virtude avertitur interesset has at. Ea platinum ex patenda quo. Sit adiesto fidrum adolescens. Ex ec democritum ius. Fedited to adulum putent querendum cum t. Has t utimati b cliberivis. At key solid primis. Ex quo modo Euripides. Perat suavitat insiderent media crititum. Dicta pertinax ex duo. At vita liberavissim. Umessa sapienta media crititum. Artis persius descendi minimum. Has cupa pilloa perium. At rectignis sacem contention sit. Si dicta sep conceptum ea. Dicum democratum precipitoridem. Sumo oportatant alpum millet. Ei mel veritas copia si dissentient. T perfecto inimicus per. Vidi salutatus indulgam nipa. Delorum officianta pread. Art said qualitative easing some maestatus. Posse auroribus theophrastus adper, ilia commodo detracto at ius. Solid blandit omitanta pre-EU. Pani perpetua expotenda. Ea atqui iria recentia duo. Ineas apicarium. Quo ad animaliis corportia, prianqui gloriata. Ius blandit platinumum. Sale consul censorat at usu. Vix elegendi Posidonium and spy $500. I see all the right keywords I upvote. Drools in agreement. Can we just change WSB's official language to Latin and we all just Google translate our topics on initial post? Put holder here. I need these posts now like I need the rum in my coffee every morning. You can still afford rum? I scoop a cup of piss out from my toilet every morning. Can't afford to flush. It's almost brown. No workers, less production, cheap gas. TSLA 17004, 17. Yield. Sometimes you wonder why we even worked for money in the first place. The economy is doing great without us. Because you guys in the corporate world have bullshit jobs. All you do is holding useless meetings and jerking each other off watching useless PowerPoints. This is flat out wrong. In some meetings, we jerk off while we are at Excel spreadsheets too. Can confirm my corporate job is indeed bullshit and my boss jerks me off all the time. Well executed, would read again. I disagree about that one detail, so OP is wrong. I think you need to cite technical retracement, Fibonacci, Elliott waves, and of course, like you alluded to, astrology. Maybe some nonsense about Taurus rising, the 20th of April start, being a bad omen to a bull market despite Taurus being a bull, to fully convince me. But this otherwise has all of the makings of a crap bearish post. I'm going to create additional Reddit accounts just to upvote this. Congratulations. You are a master at this. Here's how I might add the astrology bit. This premature bullish rising ahead of Taurus's ascent on 4/20 is a bad omen, signifying a bull trap implied also by Elliott waves which will see SPY hit $110 by summer, just like we saw in insert bull trap in early April from prior crisis here. Some technical analysis mumbo jumbo, ahead of Nostradamus' birthday which is the 14th of December, originally in 1503. I like this. Taurus equals bull. 4/20 equals smoke. Elliott waves equals water. Bulls' fire will be put out by water. SPY 110 put. SPX to $5,000. Here we go boys. Anyone who looks like a Bond villain and hides out in Cape Town is not to be trusted. I'm watching the market today. The opening was insane. JPM opened in the green and rallied for a little bit. JPM, AXP, and GSR all now in the red, 1-3% ATM. I've been DCAing the past 2 weeks or so. I made a pretty penny shorting oil a while ago. The market just doesn't make sense, other than the Fed relief. I expected there to be a retest of the bottom at some point. These constant green days are just uncomfortable. I think I'm going to cash out for a while and see what happens over the next 2 weeks. I'm really on the fence about it though. Glad I'm not the only one the constant greens are so worrying. It's such a weird feeling. Obviously I like it. But there's no economy. The market's propped. I just can't see it lasting if certain things happening. Volume is low for most stocks. So it looks like most are on the sidelines. Only the Fed's buying. Really good DD. Thanks for all of your hard work. Mayo. Spot on. Generic response from insert animal spirit, gang. Insert opposing animal spirit, are fucked. SPY. Insert current SPY plus 100 depending on animal spirit, EXP. current date plus 5 days. Few weeks ago I told my boomer co-worker about options and how to buy them. He goes out and buys calls on some of the most boomer stocks, CCL, ZOM, etc. I'm convinced he is going to get slaughtered. He texted me today that he is up big. have made their 69th move. Why do people keep making these predictions when they know they're full of shit? The logic pans out. We're literally dealing with a president who changes weather maps with a crayon just to suit his mood, and does the same to the stock market. Lord help us. With a crayon. Hey man, give him credit. It was a Sharpie. Just the word gay as a comment, upvoted to the moon. The stock market has far diverged from fundamentals a long time ago. Even if you were right, it was a lucky guess. This is how literally every article these days is written. May a good one. This is all your fault. Thank you so much for your contributions, WBD 2018. A lot of people are upset about losing 99% of their option value, but they're just being immature. You specifically said that this is not financial advice, and to those who are blaming you for their losses, grow up. I for one accepted the fact that I was YOLOing all my money into shorting the entire market long term based on 3 bullet points of DD and a gut feeling that Corona was not good. Watching my portfolio plunge while the market rises was thrilling. And I've learned so much along the way. Thanks smiley face. Obligatory. He was right about that one thing comment. Can it just all completely collapse please? The only thing keeping corrupt Wall Street afloat is the Federal Reserve pumping money into it every so often, especially during times of crisis. It is like keeping a brain-dead person alive. They can live as long as possible organ-wise, as long as you allow the person artificial respiration and blood flow. Once you take the machines away granting these things, the person truly dies. The Federal Reserve and the Trump administration are the machines keeping this corrupt brain-dead construct alive. It is time to pull the plugs, people. I bought a spy put after reading your too long didn't read. If this goes to 2,400, I'll send you $100. Looking for an initial fall to 2,760 this week, perhaps, maybe. Banks are about to get battered like a domestic abuse survivor. The trillions RP Rickeddin. Will you touch my pee-pee? You got my hopes up. Bam. When you got nothing to lose, but a lot to gain, the advice is worth less than shit. Frick you dude. Those fricking tea leaves and chakra readings and spiritual 5-point multidimensional astral money alignment resistance tests are all I've fricking got to hold on to now. Subscribe and click the notification bell to get the best of British.